Hello, I'm Cassie and this is my allotment journey, and today I am quite a long way from my allotments because I am on holiday in Kefalonia, and I thought it would be interesting to bring you some footage of my holiday in Kefalonia, not just from a holiday perspective, but mainly from the point of view of things of interest to gardeners. So I'm here at the National Botanic Garden of Kefalonia, and really looking forward to seeing all the plants that there are here. I'm told that unfortunately the flowering season is largely over, but there are lots of aromatic plants, and I'm stood here in front of the master plan, but beneath me is this incredible bed of rosemary. And it smells amazing. It smells so much better than my rosemary at home. And I'm now going to walk up and follow the path. There's a beautiful yellow butterfly that has just flown across the path, such striking colours. So I will go and explore, and I'll show you some of the more interesting things, but this is looking like being a really nice morning out. So as we walk up this little wooded path, there's a lovely little stream running by. Which is lovely to see, because obviously Kefalonia is quite a dry country in some aspects. And there's my sister Connie, who I'm on holiday with on the bridge. Say hello, Connie. I think she wants to play poo sticks on the bridge, so I shall go and join her there before we carry on with our walk. So Connie and I have got our sticks ready to throw in the stream and see who comes out first the other side. Let's make sure we recognise them. That's mine. That's a very beautiful stick, and yours is not so good. And 1, 2, 3. In they go. Oh, they both got stuck. Mine's got stuck.
They both got stuck. They're still there.
They're both still there. So they're not going to come out the other side. Oh no.
No, I think they're stuck.
I think we're going to have to do it again. Let's find another stick and make sure we throw it beneath the stones. Oh, where's a stick? I've got a little stick. Have you got a little stick too? Oh, yours is kind of similar shape, actually. Yours is a bit chunkier. Right. Let's aim for the stream rather than the stones. Oh, it's going to be a bit tricky. Right. 1, 2, 3, go. No! I think...
Give up.
So, poo stick disaster. We cannot get them to go under the bridge. Never mind, we'll continue with our walk. So there's an interesting looking set of steps up here that Connie's already headed up. It looks like there's a display in here. What's it on, Connie? Oh, some history reading for us to do. Well, it's quite cool in here, so we'll take a look at the boards. Whoop! Trip over as I go in. We'll take a look at the boards and join you later. So this board's quite interesting. It talks about the differences between medicinal, culinary and the aromatic use of herbs, which is a nice way of dividing them all. So I'm going to do a bit of reading and see what it tells me. So this is actually a really interesting display. It takes each herb group one by one and tells you some of the origins and the mythology of those herbs, and then its medicinal uses, its culinary uses, and its aromatic and economic uses. So if we take mint, for example, Mentha palladium, and in Greek mythology, mint was a nymph who Pluto transformed her into a herb to save her from his jealous wife. And in Greece there are 8 mint species and subspecies and 600 varieties. Traditional medicinal uses are for indigestion, colic, colds and menstrual complaints, skin irritations, relief from heavy colds. The spearmint is, they're saying, for that, and for peppermints to infuse as a tea for digestion, colds and influenza. Lots of flavouring uses. They mentioned vinegar, syrups and chocolate, obviously, and infusions. And it says that spearmints and peppermints are among the world's most popular flavourings and crops for leaf and oil production. Oh, so it's really interesting, and there's something similar on thyme and calamints. So there are all sorts of little plants sort of tucked away and labelled across the park, and this says it is wild carrot. I think it's referring to the tall, spindly one with leaves that look very similar to ordinary carrots rather than to the little purple flowers. It's so tempting to pick it up, pull it up, but obviously I am not going to do that. All around the site there are these lovely olive trees, and they're giving some really nice shade and making it a really nice place to walk around. So we come here onto just a little bed of, doesn't look much, it's called rue, common rue, and I know from Shakespeare that rue is a bitter herb and used as a sort of in memory as well as rosemary and rue, and just smelling it, oh, it actually smells really, really strong and really bitter. So I'm going to get a change from that, and here's some lemon balm with which I'm much more familiar, and that smells much nicer. And here's a tree that I wish I grew one of. It's a mulberry tree. My sister and I have fond memories of a mulberry tree at the school that we were at, and being able to sit under that. So it's nice that there's some little chairs under this mulberry tree. Dotted around the museum there are quite a lot of art installations as well, all relevant to nature and flowers and trees and things. So here's rather a nice little design on this plinth here. It's really nice and clean and beautifully laid out. This really strongly recommend a visit. And this is an installation called a scarab. So it's a scarab beetle made of metal. I thought at first it was a little barbecue, but no, it's a little sculpture, I suppose, metal sculpture of a beetle. Oh, it looks here like there's a lovely little pond with lily pads on. And dragonflies. Probably can't see them, but there are dragonflies hovering above this. So this is to show water plants, and there's a board which it talks about how water is a precious resource in Greece, and that wetland habitats are scarce and frequently altered by human intervention. Yeah, this is quite a rare sight in Kefalonia, I think. We've even got goldfish swimming in the pond. Beautiful lily pads. See if I bring you in there. Oh, there's quite a big fish as well. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to catch any. There's a lovely butterflies here, but there are also frogs that keep plopping up. I'll just keep the camera rolling and hope that we see one plop up. I thought at first Connie'd thrown something into the water. Come on, little froggies. Oh, there's beautiful dragonflies and butterflies and all sorts. I want to see the frogs again though. I think maybe we've scared them away. There is actually a frog next to that white flower. I don't think I can bring you any closer though, so we'll just hold on and see if he moves. There's another one actually opposite. Yeah. Do you see? Little frogs. So this is, I hope you can hear them, it's the frogs calling to each other. So Connie and I are desperately trying to do gentle but slightly noisy actions to encourage the frog to jump. I'm sure David Attenborough never does this. What are you doing now, Connie? Just moving, waving about like a scarecrow. Come on, little frog, run away from us. He's not scared at all, is he? He's just being entertained by us. He's saying, oh, there's some humans there. Look, humans. I'm going to sit here so I can see them. Little froggy. So we're now walking down what was labelled as the secret path. So it's just like a typical British woodland, really. But what we've been pleased to see was there's a board with all the different butterflies, and we've seen so many of those large, bright yellow butterflies. I've not been able to catch them properly on the video yet, but they're called Cleopatra butterflies, and they are absolutely beautiful. So we'll see if we can look out for some more Cleopatras as we go. Oh, and on the other side of the board are our friends the frogs that we've just been looking at. So we've been looking at Hyla arborea, a tree frog. Oh, would he be a tree frog? No. So maybe it was a Pelophylax Kurt Mueller. Oh, I don't think I've pronounced that wrong. Anyway, oh, and there's some snakes here. Oh, crikey. And lizards. Well, let's see what we bump into on this secret path. Better catch up with Connie. She's getting ahead of me. So Connie just said to me, don't step on the ant highway. And I kind of laughed, and then I saw what she meant. Look at these guys. Masses of them crossing the path. They are such clever creatures, ants. I wonder what mission they're on at the moment. So I just turned my camera on because there's a beautiful Cleopatra butterfly and it's gone. I always have such bad luck. So may not have caught the butterfly, but there's a beautiful view across the mountains of Kefalonia in the distance. This is such a beautiful place, and it's so lovely to come to on an island that's so hot as well, with all the shade that there is. Oh, a Cleopatra just flew past. I hope you saw it. That was lucky. Oh, there's a lovely little stream trickling through there. Lovely sound. And it's surrounded by rosemary, and it did have irises, but I'm guessing that they've already flowered. It's a shame we missed those, but it's still all so pretty. So Connie's found another statue. What have you found, Connie?
Giant acorn.
A giant acorn. Well, that's pretty good. That's a very giant acorn indeed. And here's another of the installations where you can see the it could be like a bindweed type plant, actually, has wound its way up one of the pillars. It's called the SM Cosmetatus collection. I don't know what that means, but it's quite cute. And here we have a leg. So now I'm working out that Costas Evangelatus, that's the sculptor, and it's called just conceptual form. And I'm dying to know what the writing on the leg says. But there we go, a leg in the bushes. So this is nice to see. It says at the Kefalonia Botanic, we actively protect pollinators and encourage biodiversity. We do not use any insecticides, herbicides or chemical fertilisers. We only use approved natural organic methods when absolutely necessary to protect the plants from fungal diseases or destructive pests. So, all good to hear. So these are pink rock roses and island oregano. You can see the little insects and pollinators buzzing around this. Smells wonderful. More rosemary, lots of rosemary around the site. So this is really interesting. If you see there, there's a burnt out olive tree. But what's happened is that more olive trees have sprouted out from its roots. And the board tells us about that. It says that many of the olive trees in the garden were badly burnt in a fire that swept across the hillside back in the 90s. And the olive has re-sprouted from the base of the original burnt out trunk to form an attractive multi-stemmed tree. The shoots sprouted from below the grafted cultivar and so reverted to the wild ancestor of the cultivated olive. And it says that some species in the Mediterranean have special adaptations to help them cope with fire, and a few have seeds that require the heat of fire to germinate. Others are able to successfully rejuvenate from the base after being burned, such as the eastern strawberry tree and tree heather. So that's really fascinating, isn't it? It just shows you that life will find a way. So we're back in the car now after what was a really lovely, about an hour or so, wasn't it? We were there, Connie? Yeah, we had a really lovely time. There weren't a huge number of flowers in bloom, but the lady told us that that's because they tend to bloom more in the spring. So if you want the best view of it, probably advise coming sort of April, May time. We're here at the beginning of June. But nevertheless, it was really lovely. There were lots of herbs you could rub and smell. The trees were beautiful, lots of butterflies, and I think our favourite part was the frogs, wasn't it, Connie? Yeah, we loved the frogs. So yeah, well worth a visit. It's a little bit tricky to find, but there are signs. It's kind of round the back of an industrial estate, really odd, near Argostoli, the capital. But yeah, we've had a lovely time. Hope you enjoyed it.